Number 5, then, The Dark Knight Rises. This is higher on everybody's list, but I just think there was a few better films out this year. I'm not saying I don't like the film, I absolutely love it to bits. I've got the Blu-ray's amazing. If I was going to rate this higher, I suppose it would be if it was with the other 2 films, because I suppose it's better if you rate it as one film instead of 3, because it sort of follows the rise and sort of fall of Batman. Really good though, I highly recommend. What's her name? Anne Hathaway, I think that's her name, as Catwoman. She was amazing. Love her. And Tom Hardy was cool as Bane as well. I liked how he was like a physical match for Batman, as opposed to Joker just being like, I don't know. But you get what I mean, like, obviously Bane is strong and stuff, and then Batman's sort of relies on his technology, but when, you get where I'm going with this. So that's The Dark Knight Rises. Number 4, we have Avengers Assemble. Now, this film, I've been waiting years for. I only really got on the radar of this after watching... What did I watch? Thor was the first one I watched. And then I watched Captain America. And then I went back and watched Iron Man. Haven't seen Iron Man 2 or The Incredible Hulk, but I don't really need to, I don't think. I will watch Iron Man 2 before Iron Man 3 though, because it obviously makes sense. I can't wait for that this year as well. It comes out in the next few months, like post-Avengers film. Really good. I don't want to talk quieter then. But yeah, really good film. If you're wondering why I got Captain America, it's because that's the only like portrait poster I could find. A landscape poster wouldn't work well on this, so I went for him because he was the only one that's on there personally. But yeah, Avengers Assemble. Obviously in the US it's just called The Avengers, and most places in the world, but because we had like a TV series called The Avengers and they made films about it, they thought they'd add the Assemble in. I actually don't mind the Assemble, unlike some people. Excuse me. Unlike some people, because like the bit before the title comes on, he says, "Oh, we need to." Nick Fury says, "Oh, we need to get them in." Blah blah blah, and it says like Avengers Assemble. I think that works because they're assembling the Avengers. If that makes sense. Yeah, a bit of a thingy reference there, but hey ho, let's go. So yeah, Avengers Assemble, number 4. Josh Whedon. Oh, not Josh. Oh my god, I can't talk today. Joss Whedon. Perfect choice. Phase 2 probably is going to be just as good as Phase 1. So yeah, Avengers Assemble, really good. Number 3, I've actually forgotten this order now. Skyfall. Now, I am a fan of Casino Royale, and Quantum of Solace sort of. I don't like that as much as Casino Royale, but no one does. But this, honestly, Skyfall is the best Bond film ever. I haven't seen like the older ones, hence why I put Bond 23 next to it, so it reminds me that it's not in a trilogy, I suppose, at the moment. But yeah, it's really, I don't know how to describe it, but the film is amazing. Judi Dench, it was amazing. This sort of sad as well to see her go. That's probably the biggest spoiler you'll find about, but highly recommend this film. I find it funny though that there's like over 100 mistakes in this film. Like I'll give you one, for example. He's chasing a villain like through the London Underground, and then he's like chasing him, and then something happens, so he loses him for like, I don't know, an extra minute or so. And then, as James is trying to get through all this, it cuts to the villain, but he's dressed as a policeman when before he was in a suit. I find that quite funny. Random. But yeah. I can't wait for the next 2 Daniel Craig films. Because they're obviously the last. Whether he does any more on that, I'm not sure. But I think they chose the right person to write it and the right person to direct it. Highly recommended. So that's Skyfall. We'll be buying the steelbook as well. That would be quite cool to have. Number 2. The next 2 you'll be shocked at, because you're probably thinking, oh, he's chosen The Dark Knight Rises is 5, Avengers is 4, Skyfall is 3. What could possibly 2 and 1? Well, my number 2 is another one people have forgotten about, and that's The Woman in Black. I chose this film purely because I'm a fan of the book. We read the book in school, probably, I don't know, year 9, year 8 or year 9, and we watched the TV version, and someone said, oh, they're making a film with Harry Potter in and all that, so I was like, oh, that'd be interesting. And I thought, they originally were going to make this in 3D, which would make it proper, even more scarier than it is. Obviously the budget wasn't there, so it was in 2D, but still really good. And so I was geared up from it since then, so I've waited, I was in year 9, like 2010ish. I waited since then for this to come out, and it did not fail to impress me. I have to admit, this film did scare me. I've seen it twice at the cinema. Once in a cinema where they got like sort of quiet sounds. I was like, oh yeah, I'll watch this. Then one where the sound is like proper, when I say loud, that's an understatement, proper loud. And you'll understand what I mean if you've seen the film. Basically, the woman in the back screams at one point, and it shit me up the second time round. But yeah, honestly, really good. I might even watch it in a minute actually, but I've been waiting for it for so long. It impressed me. I didn't think of Daniel Radcliffe as Harry Potter once in this film. And what else was I going to say? The sequel is coming in the next few years, which will be interesting to see. It's set in World War II, and the house is now like a hospital. Well, this takes place is now a hospital, and someone summons a woman in black, and yeah, really good. And the lead is going to be a nurse, I think, who can only see her or something. I don't know, something cool like that. It's also one of the Hammer films, like the return of Hammer, if you get me, Hammer horror, from the, I think it closed down in the 70s, but that's, in this series, like Let Me In, the remake and things like that, so really good, highly recommend it. Couldn't think then what I was going to say. Well, number 1, there's only a film I've seen quite recently on Blu-ray, and that is The Hunger Games. Oh my god, Jennifer Lawrence. Ugh, love her. I wasn't expecting this film to be as good as it was. People at school saying, oh, watch Hunger Games, like, no, I'm alright, thank you. I should have listened to them. Really good film. I'm actually inspired to go read the books, but I'm actually going to New York, as I've said in my last video. I'm actually going to New York, which I'll probably talk more about in a separate video as well. And obviously the journey's 8 hours on a plane, so I may read the first book there on the way there and the way back, as well as watching stuff on the plane. But really good. Sort of thingy that I didn't listen to my mates when they said how good it was, but highly recommended. The next 3 films are going to be amazing. Obviously the last book's split into 2, which is what they're generally doing now. They're calling this a replacement to Twilight, but I hate Twilight personally, but if you hear that comparison, don't listen to it. You highly recommended from me watching this. It's I explain it like Big Brother, but they kill each other. A funny way. Or even it's being compared to the film Battle Royale, but I think my Big Brother comparison is better. But yeah, the next one comes out in November, I think, this year, which is really good. Can't wait for that one. So yeah, that's my top 10 list. So we had number 10, we had 21 Jump Street, number 9, Pitch Perfect, number 8, The Muppets, number 7, The Cabin in the Woods, number 6, Ted, number 5, The Dark Knight Rises, number 4, Avengers Assemble, number 3, Skyfall, number 2, The Woman in Black, number 1, The Hunger Games. So yeah, check back to my channel for more videos. Please rate, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Cheers, bye.